I never owned a PlayStation growing up, so I don't really have much of a nostalgia for that sound, but it is pretty cool. Also, welcome in, Ruffy. I'm gonna probably be on the quieter side through this run, just to try to concentrate and not play it after this run. I've got the optimizations down to like a creepy science. I can't string them together successfully for whatever reason. Sometimes that turns me around and sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know what the hitbox is to do one or the other. It's kind of weird. The game is now moving at like a slightly reduced speed because it's trying to play sounds in the background and like process where the tree is, which just slows down everything. Like, I can't even click these buttons if the sound is, like, about to start playing. Moving the mouse cursor is harder than it looks, I promise. Like I said, I have this down to a bit of a creepy science. Highlandus, yeah. Reeks is a good and interesting word there. Minded gold. Now watch me squander it. Now we've got this windmill playing in the background, which means mouse movement is just very strange and imprecise. Let's hope I don't overshoot these hitboxes, which is apparently very easy to do on these valves. Clean so far, clean so far. All it takes is one little mistake. I messed up the piano puzzle earlier today and had to reset a really good run. most of the time saving here is coming from me knowing like exactly where I want to put my cursor and exactly where the zip nodes are. It doesn't look different, but it ends up saving so much time over the course of the run. Since I streamed this, I've shaved like 35 seconds off the time we got, and my sum of best is like a minute better. Nope, back out. Gotta turn here. You can be like 90% to one side and it still not be on the hotspot to turn. But in that case, like if you go all the way to the left, there is no hotspot to turn. This is the part where I usually get very turned around because the hotspots are just a little weird. Not bad, not bad. Pretty clean channel with red. I just sort of have a phobia of messing up the piano puzzle now. I had a pretty good channel with red in my PB, so I'm not sure we can save a ton of time here. No, I did not want to turn around. Somehow I clicked both on the marker switch and turning around. That's a really sneaky zip. Another cycle. That's okay. It doesn't really save much time. Stop me if you remember this. All pages is funny because you like have the same route. I went one node too far there. That's okay. Sometimes when the game is loading, you have no control of your cursor. You can't even reposition it. So now I'm just gonna have to hope that if I mash, I will end up at Akinar's hut, which usually happens. It's very easy to hit that grate there for whatever reason. There's like a grate door that you can shut and open. It's just like story element wise, it doesn't do anything, but it's right in the way of your where your cursor usually lands. Alright. No major mistakes. Can't be too unhappy with that so far. Wish me luck. Alright, good enough. Good enough to continue. Ruffy, we need a cat jam that's like 10 times slower than that for this. Okay, no mistakes, please. Please. Did I seriously save 23 seconds? No, 17 seconds on that Channelwood Blue split? Yikes. This had better be the one. Let me in. And now we've got a little bit of time to chill. As long as I don't mess this up. We will be playing Spelunky 2 for a few hours after this, so no worries. We'll play something a little more entertaining. I actually wasn't going to stream this, I was just going to give it one more attempt off stream and then start my normal stream later. But I figured, hey, why not? So, no worries, we will not be playing Myst all night. I've just got such a good sum of best here that I didn't want to submit the previous recording I had. Hey Ian, how's it going? Also, welcome in, Fractal Fox. Feels selenitic, man. Yeah, sure it does. The number of times I've accidentally gone north there because I didn't move my mouse cursor down enough to hit the right button is like about 3 too many. Any percent working on the glitch, one down to under 2 minutes? Which version of Myst? There are so many versions. I'll have to have you specify. Okay. The Steam PC version is, I guess, the standard version. That is insane. The world record on that is like 40 seconds or something. Or maybe it's not 40 seconds. It's very, very, very short. And I have not attempted it because it is extremely competitive, and I just don't think my mouse cursor skills are that good. So instead, I just ran everything else. I don't know if you call it imposter syndrome or just not wanting to enter a really competitive scene. But I've run real Myst any percent, which is hilarious. It's very hard to capture. The game is so old. But it feels like you're on drugs, just like skating around the world and stopping only momentarily to flip the marker switches on. iOS is actually a pretty cool version. It's very tactile, the way you tap the screen. Like, I don't know, it's got a really cool feel to it. I'm running iOS all pages for the Mysterium Speedrun Expo in a couple Sundays. There's a lot of really interesting skips you can do on the iPad. My favorite is in this minecart. Like when you start moving forward, you can't skip the movie. But for whatever reason, they left the hotspot to where you could look around in the ship, like in the minecart. So you can like hit forward, hit left, hit right, and the movie's over. So you just get in this cadence of like forward, left, right, forward, left, right, forward, left, right, turn, turn, left, right, turn, or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it works, but you can just sort of get into this rhythm. It's probably very similar to the PC version where you'd like click forward, hit space, click forward. Yeah, there's not many runners on the iOS version, so it's very hard to capture unless you have like a newer iPad with USB-C, which makes it like a little bit easier to capture, but my runs are on the speedrun leaderboard, so you can take a look at those. can also run Android. I think that's about the same. Oh, okay, focus time. We'll be back in the minecart soon, no worries. I love that they all play at different speeds for some reason. I think the Ashford twins would take that fight. They're a little more unhinged. Although the brothers might outsmart them. Okay, back in the minecart. We can talk now. Now, the Myst iOS and Android are pretty similar, I would assume. I don't know why those apps would be that different. For real Myst. The original Myst, I have no idea. Cursor was stuck there for a second. That was a little weird. Super clean selenitic blue, although I've had a really good selenitic blue before, so this might not gold. We're mostly past the part where I can make like egregious mistakes, but I made about one minor mistake in all of the 4 pages left after this one on the last run, and went from a pace of like 45 seconds under to like 25 seconds under, so I guess I'm a little nervous that's gonna happen again. But Channelwood and mostly Channelwood and Myst Island at the beginning are where most of the mistakes can happen. Whew! I almost turned the minecart to the right. I don't know why we call it a minecart. It's clearly not what it is. I wish I knew the official term off the top of my head. Yeah, I'm sure it has some proper-ish noun, like the surveyor or something like that. I mean, I'm sure the wiki has the answer. Or my Discord. Or not my Discord, I mean the Myst speedrunning Discord. Somebody's gonna review this run, if indeed it is a PB. and just shake their head in shame. Maze Runner, that's right. That is 100% right. At least this version, as slow as it is, plays the proper movies. Myst DS just plays the same advanced animation. It doesn't show you curving or moving around the pillars or moving through the intersecting track or anything like that. It just plays this exact movie every time. Like, I know that the shtick here is that they wanted to make the movies very small to fit on the CD, but this did, as a kid, I just remember it feeling so incredibly claustrophobic that you're like in this ship, but you only can see out this tiny circle like the whole time you're under here. You're looking through that porthole like for any clues. What in the world is going on? It was so creepy. Games can really creep you out when they convince you to hone in and focus and look for like the details between the obvious Okay. Back to the run. No! Well, there's a couple seconds. It's always something. I did the same thing on my PB. You missed that zip spot. It's just a few extra clicks. The movie plays so hilariously fast. Hello? Can I get a zip? Alright. I'll do without. Wow. I got like no zips there. Usually that just opens. I guess I've just clicked through it before. Yeah, it looks good. I go ahead and open this here so that I can line up the zip so as soon as it stops I get the zip? I did that by accident once, and then I'm like, you know, it's actually not too bad. I don't know why this scene takes so long to load, but... really made any mistakes, but like this is not particularly fast. But it could be a lot faster than my PB. So we'll see. This is a red page. Okay. We hit the zip. Hello? Well, there's some time loss. If you walk too far forward, I guess you don't get a zip down to the ship. That's a bummer, because you can't very easily turn around. God, kill me. No, I do not want to go in there. I want to go in here. Yeah, why didn't they stay in the ship? The ship is nice. Look at all that time loss. Wow. I probably take this one a little slower than I should, because I just always mess this up. Okay, no major mistakes there. A couple misclicks, but nothing crazy. I don't like how the book changes position. See? Come on. The zips are like exactly where you want to stand. Good enough. You have no idea how hard that is with the way the mouse responds in this version of the game.
Ah, my friend. You've returned. And the page, did you bring the page? Ah, give it to me. You've done the right thing.
How do I keep doing this? I keep pushing my PB down 30 seconds and then I look down at some of Best and it's 30 seconds better too. My game usually freezes right here. Oh, not this time.
My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall...
I think the disc must have a scratch or something right on this movie file because it always just like hangs right here, but